Hello, welcome to Bear Talks. My name is Ollie. I am here with
Bubbles
and
Cinderella Jules.
We are here today to talk about Rapman and Blue Story. We will also be talking about marital rape. Is it okay for a husband to rape his wife? Is it okay for a wife to rape her husband? And obviously this is 2019. There's a different type of community these days, so we are including all genders in this particular conversation because it goes far beyond men and women in this day and age. Okay, so we are starting with Rapman and Blue Story. Recently there was an incident that happened in Birmingham. Was it right for View Cinema to ban the film Blue Story across the nation? Girls, what do you think?
I don't think it was right, to be fair. Personally, I believe they should have done thorough investigation before they made any banned or put anything or blamed anyone for the incident that happened. It obviously did put the filming in a bad light, and again, they should have just done the investigation before they actually made any decision to ban any movie, because again, it's just going to have that stigma on his film. But you know, he's got this.
I think it wasn't fair for them to actually ban the viewing across the whole nation at View Cinemas, because the small group of youths that done it, or the incident that happened in Birmingham, that's just a select few. I mean, the Blue Story movie had an agenda behind it to show where youths back in the day, growing up in the Peckham gang or in the ghetto gang, how far they've come and the life that they lived back then, and how far we've come and grown as a community now. So for them to ban it and basically put the fact that those group of children in, because they are children, those group of children in Birmingham, to then say it was because of this movie why this has happened, I think is totally unfair, and it doesn't give Rapman his justice, because he's done a brilliant job on creating that movie and directed it, you know?
Exactly.
So
I personally would like to know who in View decided to make that call, because I know you guys are losing money. You guys don't like losing money. So apart from my actual personal opinion, which I think is you guys did not do a thorough investigation, 13 and 14-year-olds, hello? 13 and 14-year-olds. The film is rated, what age was
15.
it?
Wait.
15 years old.
I was informed, I saw that they were actually attending the film Frozen 2.
Okay.
that's the film they were attending.
I'm sure it was Frozen. It was a Disney movie. I believe there
Well,
was a
no,
Disney
the incident from what I read.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't actually watch the
Well,
video.
I saw a clip of the guys, and it seemed like they were in a cinema, but they weren't there for that movie.
I haven't watched the social media footage, but the reports that I read, it clearly states this was an incident that took place outside the Frozen section. Yeah. Machetes in a cinema.
Yeah.
These are 13 and 14-year-olds. Like, I have to agree with Rapman based on his interview with the BBC. Has somebody in View got an issue with young urban youth? It's a big question to ask. So, is someone out there hating? Because that's what it feels like. Someone is actually hating on, you know, our community.
So I was just about to say another point, right? Obviously, we all know this film would have gone sky high. The ratings
It did go sky high.
And it did anyway. Let's just point that out. But they knew what was going to happen. And I'm sorry, but I had to look at it and I said, no, there's something behind this. And I do strongly believe that that's all they wanted to do. They wanted to prevent him from actually reaching to that level. But you know what? It's only going to push it even further. Do you know what I mean? Not because it's a good movie, but also it was wrong what they did. I'm sorry, you was going to say something.
No, I was just going to agree with you on the fact that I think it's stopping black people from getting to higher, growing as people. There was an incident that also happened similar, and they said it happened during the showing of Joker, that movie, the Joker. And Joker hasn't been banned nationwide, you know what I mean? So why is it that the film that's predominantly based around black culture has been banned? You know, I definitely think it's something to do with race again. You know, I think it's an attack on the black community.
I mean, I agree with you, to be honest. It's definitely, I think it's the two things, the ratings as well as obviously black culture.
The funny thing is they're still investigating it. So
Really?
it's there. They're still investigating it. So how can View Cinemas or whoever their spokesperson is or whoever the director of operations is just be like one time bang? We can't do that. We'll close it down.
And what about the staff as well? How are these children allowed into the cinema with these weapons?
Well, they don't search you. They
serious.
don't search. Well, I mean, now it's going to be different. Some cinemas they do search you. I'm not even going to lie.
Yeah.
But obviously, if they're going to watch a movie like Frozen or something like that, they're not going to search young children.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, that's actually quite scary. Okay, so that was all the negatives. Clearly, there's a lot of positives. I haven't. Sorry, Bill Rapman. I do apologise. I haven't seen the movie yet, and I will be seeing the movie shortly.
Sorry, bro.
So you're a culprit as well.
Yeah,
we got you. We have got you. I promoted it. I reposted it. So yeah, but yeah, you've watched the movie. Tell us some positives about this movie.
I went to watch the movie the day of its release on the 22nd. The movie was excellent. I think it had a lot of detail, and it was very accurate. But as well, I saw that it brought the community together and people from different manners and areas. Manners being area you live in. It brought people together. I mean, and there was a lot of comedy in it as well. So you had cinema was cracking up, joking. There was also some serious points, but there was also a lot of love in the movie. There was a lot of love in the movie, and it was very touching. And I enjoyed it. And I think everybody who hasn't gone to see it yet needs to go out there, get your tickets, and go watch it because the movie's not to be missed.
Also in Brixton, the cast members were there as well.
Really?
Oh, is it?
So after the movie, it was all silent. Then they spoke.
What, the Ritzy?
Yeah, in the Ritzy. So everyone came out, spoke a bit on the film.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
I need to watch it. I'm going to watch it. I never said I ain't going to watch it. You see the smile on my face, I'm gassed right now. They made me excited, so I actually do want to watch it.
And it shows that black people nowadays, we do support each other because it's sold out across so many cinemas on the day of its release.
That's what somebody did not want.
Yes, they tried to break us.
Exactly.
Third in the box office. It would have been number one.
Trust me.
It would have been number one.
So thank you, definitely.
Yeah, they know what they were doing.
But what doesn't break us makes us stronger.
I'm telling you, amen.
For sure.
Okay, so moving on to the next topic. Ollie, tell me something. Have you ever been chilling one day, you're at home with your missus, watching the football or playing some PlayStation, and she comes over to you, she's like, wants to do the dirty, and you're not in the mood? And she still wants it. Do you feel like if you gave her sex when you didn't really want to have sex because you was playing football or your game, would you feel like she was kind of, say, forcing you into having sex?
Put it like this. When I did have a girlfriend, when I did have a girlfriend, you get me? Like, it was one of them where, don't get me wrong, I got the latest blah, blah, blah. I've always had that, but that's not my thing. I go out and work. And when I'm not working, when I can, I'll go out and party harder than I've worked ever in my life. So if I'm going to a rave or something for 12 or 14 hours, if we don't do the thing before we get home, it ain't happening. Like when I say before we get home, that means before I sit down, put my feet up, want to close my eyes.
So you've got to walk in the door and be going straight at it?
Yeah, because otherwise I'm going to bed. I need to, have you not been to a rave for 14, 15 hours and all you want to do is sleep?
A rave for 14, 15 hours?
Yeah.
Okay, so say now you've laid down in bed and she's now trying to wait, I want it. Would you give it to her or would you be you're forcing me to give you sex when I don't really want to have sex?
Me, the way I've gotten out of it, this might sound really bad, but when you have you ever faked it?
This is cool now. Seriously.
Man will fake it.
But seriously,
I will fake that thing.
For real, would if you're not in a mood, and you're tired, would your thing not be tired?
But it's a muscle.
So what if your muscle's erected?
My thing gets up in my sleep.
Yeah, then that means you're ready, innit? You're saying innit?
But would you class it as rape?
What's more? Okay, so what's morning? One sec. What's morning glory then? So wait, because man gets morning glory, that means man wants it.
Yeah.
What?
So would you class it as rape? Would you class it as rape?
Nah,
If you gave it to her when you didn't want to,
basically,
would you
yeah.
class that as
A
not
man,
giving
a
consent?
man, I'm sure a man could control.
So you're not giving consent, even though your hood's saying yeah.
Yeah, there are situations where you just can't be asked.
But your body don't lie.
When you say can't be asked yet, are you telling her, baby, I'm so physically tired, I'm mentally drained, I do not want to have sex. If we have sex, this is, pray.
You're laughing about it.
I'm not laughing
You
about
are
it.
laughing
Do you know why I'm saying this, yeah? Because I'm not even gonna lie. The fact that you brought this up, I had to question myself, innit? Because you're making me feel like I've done something wrong, innit?
You have to realize, you have to realize out there are some seriously submissive men that they get whipped.
No, and it's not a joke. It's not a joking situation.
And let's be real, remember what
I
I said.
Support that. I do not support any of that. Let me just get that right. But I'm just saying, innit?
I see it every week.
That what?
What you see a lot that women force men to have sex.
Not the sex part. I see women slapping up their men.
Yeah, but
every week, and it's like,
I mean, I don't know. I couldn't have a weak man like that in my life. I couldn't have a man like that.
They're not weak.
Not even weak, but I couldn't even be like that.
This is because there's normally because they're over intoxicated. And they just think they've got the upper hand for whatever reason.
Who? No.
Yeah, so that means at home something else could go on as well.
She's a woman beater then, isn't it? But going back to what we was talking about there, yeah? Because you guys are really making me feel like I've done something wrong here.
But remember what I said, yeah? This don't just apply to men and women anymore, because
but this is what I'm saying, yeah?
So what do you mean it doesn't apply to men and women? What, animals too?
No, just men and...
So you're trying to bring in the animals or something?
Sorry.
It's only males and females.
Okay, so basically, yeah, guys. Can a man be raped by a woman? Is that?
Yeah. If the man has said no and doesn't want to, and the woman forces him to have sex, rape is rape. When you don't give consent, you don't give consent, and that's
What you're saying?
Yeah.
Well, imagine he might have a hard on. So
Yeah, but can I just say something? If he's laying there, yeah, this is what I'm trying to say. Can I just say this shit? If he's laying there like, no, babe, I like this, yeah.
But there's other types of rape,
But if he's like this,
you can rape a man in bare different ways, We're just talking about penetration through the vagina. Like, what
are you talking about then?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, but what?
There's not just penetrative sex. There's many other ways to have sex. So she may have raped him in another way. We're not just talking about a boner. She could sit on his face and he doesn't want that. Do you know what I mean? That's still raping him.
If I
she could do something in his butt. That's still raping him. Do you know what I mean? Let's not just be small-minded and think that it's just about penetration.
If in the future I happen to be with anybody that may be watching this, right, and I am like here, and you think I'm frigid, this is why. This is why I ain't trying to go jail today. If I'm married to you, I should say, if I'm married to you.
So look, yeah, I'm a man, yeah? Now, I don't think, unless, alright, so I'm 5'11", so let's think about it. It would have to be it would have to be like the female Hulk to rape me.
This is what?
And let's be real, yeah. Female Hulk is not gonna give me a boner. You get me? So
he's that older.
Let's be real about this, yeah. It is difficult, but it is possible. Like Bubble said, it is possible. But
I mean, with what I do, and if I go like that, yeah, you can say no, innit? But it's all good already.
And let's be real, people that, for example, let's say a couple just had a massive argument. The man's pissed for something the woman's done, and she thinks she can make everything better with a bit of a wine and grind. That might not be the answer, and she might be thinking that's the answer, and that's not the answer.
Can I drop one scenario? What about this one? So guys, your man's asleep, or you're sleeping, and now your girl, you're sleeping naked, and then your girl just goes down and just starts sucking your dick in your sleep. And wakes you up like an alarm clock.
Is that rape?
You wake up getting pleasure, but you're sleeping, so you weren't consenting for her to give you all the sex while you're sleeping. But now you woke up, your dick's hard, now you want it. Would you class that as rape? Because you wasn't awake to even give consent. but she's sucking your dick while you're sleeping.
Unfortunately,
Is that rape? Is that classed as rape then? Because guys...
Unfortunately, it can be.
Okay.
So what you saying, it can be or it is, because men, you're not going to be getting no wake-up calls no more, innit?
This is why we said it's not just about male and female anymore, because the way the whole cycle is now, you've got men that can be women and women that can be men. So you have to think about this in the future. You have to give it maybe another 10 years.
About
what we're talking about now is going to be big. Like in the future, men are going to be suing women a lot.
I think
it's already happening.
Wait,
but once men change to women, they get that gender change.
Remember already, the Chinaman has started it. He sued his wife for plastic surgery.
What?
Oh yeah, that was years ago.
It's already started.
What did she do?
She got plastic surgery
and changed, and because she no longer looked like the woman he married, he sued her and he won.
Oh.
He won.
Times are changing where it don't matter what gender you are. You could change your gender probably, and like if you don't play your cards right, you're gonna end up in jail for some silliness.
No. I'm being for real here, because there's some beautiful women. Yeah, men that's obviously transgender to a woman.
Yeah.
They're beautiful women, like, and they are. So I totally understand what you're saying.
I can still tell they're men though.
I don't know about you yet, but some of them are beautiful. A lot of them are beautiful. Because I'm quite muscly, and even on my profile,
you can see your.
No, but I have to change it to a man. Yeah, some guys.
You know what? Yeah, the thing is, most of these people that you're saying are beautiful, they're all artificial. They've had that much work done to them. So that's what's made them look beautiful.
I'm talking about you can see the naturalness of their beauty, because they wouldn't have been able to even feel, because you can't get a masculine person looking feminine, like a manly man. Do you get what I'm saying? Okay. Like looking petite.
Surgery and that, they just cut a bit off here, cut a bit off there, bring in some curves and that, I suppose. That's what all surgery's for, innit? It's all changing.
Well, nobody don't really do that much surgery, just get their bits done.
How do we go on to transsexuals now anyway?
But, so basically, can we move on to the women's section then, right?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So, how are we flipping this?
Can a husband rape his wife?
It happens, and it's a big because it happens. Like, let's be real, like we here, like we black people with the black race, like the stories I know of, like black people will a black man will happily go in there drunk, go destroy his missus. Yeah, that's the nice version of it, but. Let's be real, there are situations all over the world. It don't matter if you're black. Like, let's be real, white people, they're happy to do some nastiness, then go and rape you. Indian and Asian kind of people, they think they have the authority to tell their wife to do what they want when they want. But I can't say anything about the Chinese because I don't know. I haven't done any research into them. And then you got black people as well. It happens all over the world, and it's not reported enough. And now it's coming out the woodwork a lot.
I think there is a lot of situations where the men are, rape their wives. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of relationships out there where the women are not happy. They're in abusive relationships, and obviously with abusive relationship, physical abuse, there's going to come with sexual abuse. Do you understand? And I feel it is more sensitive with women, and there's a lot more that goes on. Do you know what I mean? Like as to with men, because when a woman says no, if she's physically saying no, she's more than likely to put a guard up and be like no, and the guy would use his force to pin her down. So, but obviously. There's different situation. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it can happen. It does happen, and it's happening right now as we're recording Bear Talks. So don't be naive and think that it's not happening. There's many women in relationships with men that turn around and tell their partner they don't want sex, but the men coerces them into doing it, and the woman may just turn around and just give in, just for the sake of keeping him happy, or you know, it's not always have to be pinning down and stuff. Sometimes women may just give in to it just to keep themselves safe. So
if it's not
to anyone going through that right now, you can get out.
It's not even just that, just get help. If you're in an abusive situation, if you're in any relationship like that where you feel you're being forced to do something, you should not be in that situation. Do not feel guilty. There's people that will help you and protect you. You need to get out. Sorry, I get a bit passionate on that. Let's fly.
Yeah.
And let's be real. It don't matter how religious you are as a person, whether you are a Christian or a Muslim or whatever other religion you may be. Do not think because your entire life is surrounded by religion and you are religious or spiritual that you can't talk about it.
Yeah.
That is absolute nonsense. Don't live in fear.
Yeah. Only fear God.
Find someone to talk to. I'm not
Do you
going to
know
say...
the observation I've just made? When we was talking about the woman raping the man, we was quite giggly and laughing.
And then the woman is like more sensitive.
I know.
Yeah, that's true.
Serious now.
You know why we like that? Do you know why we like that? Because we actually, this is something that is happening in the world. This is what we actually see it. With the men, the woman raping a man's not going to be, because of pride, he's not going to come out there and say, yeah, my missus raped me, she forced me into it. This is how we had the second baby. Do you know what I mean? But a woman will turn up to places, she will have bruises, she will feel enclosed, she won't talk to people, do you know what I mean? And it is happening. And if it is happening to you, you're not alone. There's people out there that is going through the same thing, and you really need to speak to someone about it.
And men, you have to understand, no means no. No means no. It doesn't mean because it's your girlfriend, oh, she's obligated to have sex with you every time you want it. Sometimes maybe she doesn't want it, but it doesn't give men the right to then, no, come on, you're my girl though, man, you're my girl. Do you know, like, doesn't give you the right to force her into having sex, you know, and then think because she's your girlfriend, that's okay, or your wife, that's okay, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people also think that rape can only happen with strangers or just being attacked on the road and in the bushes, you know what I mean? Happens under people's roofs at home, families.
Trust me.
It's one of them situations that need to be changed.
It's just we need to speak up, and then if you are going through things, you need to talk about it, because if you don't talk about it, how's anyone going to know?
Yeah.
How's anyone going to be able to help you? How are you going to get help? How are you going to get support?
You never know. You might be suffering like worse than the girl that was just raped in a nightclub or something.
But there's so many organisations out there. There's so many people out there that's gone through the same thing that are there to help people. Yeah. And it's not even just women and men. Do you understand? There's other people that's gone through the same thing. Talk about it. Speak to someone. Don't keep your problems inside. Talk about it. The only way you can actually deal with it is if you speak about it and move forward. That is the first step. So rounding up, guys, we're not just obviously, we know it's not Black History Month anymore, but we're still going to talk about Black people and about people that's inspiring the world. So I'm actually going to talk about, well, I'm not going to talk about, but I want to give Stormzy a lot of ratings, because he's obviously been pushing, you know, getting everyone to obviously register to vote and being the, you know, the little inspirational role model for the youngsters out here, especially for the young Black youth as well that's going through a lot of things. So big up Stormzy, and also Real Rapman for executing this movie. Even though I have not seen it, I want to see it. Do you understand, Jeff? This movie is going to go down in history. You are a legend.
I've seen it 3 times.
Sorry. Woo! My friend, I see it in my dreams. Do you understand, Jeff? But ratings to you too. Stormzy and Real Rapman. I'm going to give it to you guys, man. And you, Ollie?
Right. I'll go with Malcolm X, you know. Can't see Malcolm X up on the wall. You know, proper activist back in the day. Yeah, I'll stick with Malcolm X. He should be up there.
I have a dream. Is that Malcolm X?
No, that's Martin Luther King.
Oh yeah.
I can quote that off by heart, girl. Don't mess with that speech.
Cut that out. I'm telling you, wait. Wait. I need to go back to some.
But yeah, sorry, like, it's yours.
I'm going to mention Maxwell Roach. He was born in North Carolina in 1924, died 2007, and he was the first Black drummer for jazz music. Okay, guys, so thank you for tuning in to Bear Talks. I'm going to love you and leave you. My name's Bubbles.
I'm Ollie.
Cinema the Jules.
And it's a wrap.
Later.
Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share Bear Talks.